Hey guys, Dara here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Eindhoven country. I believe today spawning in the south we have DarkRegion, as the Soviets currently AFK, and his loadout is mechanized support, counterattack, and shock rifle frontline. Teaming up with him is Guard2707 as the Brits, who has commandos, tactical support, and mobile assault. So as a ranged team, I think around rank 15 ranged team allies, so pretty highly ranked. Facing off against them in the north we have REDFORCE as OKW, who has Overwatch, Elite Armor, and Special Operations. Teaming up with him is letmetakeyourhand, it's the offset player who has Blitzkrieg, Jaeger Armor, and elite troops. These guys are a random team. REDFORCE is rank 14. Let me take your hand around rank 35. So big skirmish for this fuel early. REDFORCE goes aggressive onto the enemy's fuel. Suffers a lot of manpower bleed. Does slow down the capture of the fuel, however, so at least he got some results. Looks like as well the allies haven't connected the cutoff yet, so well, it looks like REDFORCE is continuing to try and apply pressure here. Going to cost him a lot of manpower. Getting his truck out now as well before the fourth fault screen here. Makes me wonder if we're going to see some Jaeger lights maybe from him. This is the current patch, you know, post mini patch to nerf recon support, if you're wondering. Not that it's going to have a huge impact on this match, the changes. Narrowly lose that. They weren't quite close enough range there. Be like really close with the MP40s to do damage. Bringing out his truck here. Maybe he's going for a forward battle group. Put it on hold temporarily though as the conscripts advance. More conscripts coming in from the side here. MG42 also coming in. Squad still behind heavy cover, not getting suppressed quite yet. And a Vic has been, brought up in support.
Your sniper's trained.
Axis trying to hold the line here while the truck goes up. Don't want to have to cancel that. Get set back this early on. Incendiary grenades pretty easily dodged, but should buy enough breathing room for the battle group to go up, and then he can just soft retreat reinforce on the front lines there. So crisis averted. Oh, did a conscript just go down there? Maybe not. Tricky retreat path nonetheless. Needs to be focusing this one instead of the one so far away. Switch targets now. Might be too late though. Looks like this is a line of sight blocker and the squad gets away. If he switched over to the other conscript earlier on, I think he would have got the wipe there. Unfortunate for REDFORCE. And that is a sniper for Guard2707. Going for some engineers now. What are these conscripts up to? Oh man, he packed that up. Oh, that's unfortunate. Machine gun getting flanked here. He's gonna try reset it up here. This is crazy. Yeah, it's never gonna work with the sniper there as well. The squad Tommy's getting onto the munitions point here. Should be... Oh no, he's gone for the 5-man upgrade. I was gonna say, should be healing them here, but just complete the 5-man upgrade, that's why they're not at full health. So we've got medics down here for DarkRegion. He's going for what, a 5 conscript build? Very ambitious. No Molotovs though. We've actually got a machine gun bunker going up on this flank. Angle of it's a little bit curious because there's still a bit of room to get around at this side if he maybe angled it a bit more widely. This direction might have been a little bit better, but it's alright. So because he's gone for so many conscripts, you know, I'm looking at his commanders, but no PPSH upgrades anywhere to see, so I'm not sure this is going to go too smoothly for DarkRegion. Big old blob coming out for REDFORCE though, forcing a lot of retreats.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Axis also have managed to get on top of the fuel here for the allies. Snipers there trying to pick shots, but REDFORCE pulls back just in the nick of time. Double MG42s now for Let Me Take Your Hand. It's going to be very hard to flank now with all these conscripts.
We are losing a sector.
You know, he's having his movement restricted by his bunker and now 2 machine guns. He needs a mortar instead of that 5th conscript. Sniper now chipping in. However, the sniper, I think DarkRegion can hold the line here. Squad's coming around the side though. Sniper a little bit exposed, takes a little bit of damage. Squad doesn't have healing as well, it's got the pyrotechnics. Can't heal it back up immediately. And it looks like going to be very early weapon racks as well as the 5-man upgrades for Guard2707. Oh, nice flank with a rifle grenade. Ooh! ISG connects at just the right time. Conscripts hoorahing in to try and deny the capture, and he actually pulls back on it. Might have lost his squad, but certainly he's not going to be able to get the machine gun now. Guard2707 recovering.
Machine gun crew killed.
And decrewed once again. Another rifle grenade probably.
Heavy machine gun. He's got our range.
Conscripts flooding in, but with this forward battle group back here, very strong position in the middle for the Axis. They've also got 2 pieces of indirect fire now. DarkRegion is building a ZIS. It's not a bad option, can help him kill the bunker, use the ZIS barrage to try to force back these machine guns as well. But the allies really struggling against all the suppression right now. It's going to get forced off here. Otherwise battling hard to maintain control of that central VP. So this machine gun finally getting flanked here. But the Axis have had pretty good resource control. You know, they've come down here and harassed this twice. I don't think they've had any harassment on their fuel whatsoever. So pretty strong start for the Axis. And a very fast tier 4 tech here for REDFORCE. Allies are going to need some indirect fire of their own. Maybe DarkRegion could rush towards a Katyusha. Don't lose a conscript. There it goes. Ooh. LMGs now. This is where conscripts start to struggle without a weapon upgrade. And even a ZIS could be in trouble here. Grenadiers coming in from the side. Looks like he's getting out of there now. We'll get away. Didn't manage to knock out the bunker.
The peg gun is Units ready for orders.
They're coming from behind! We have training and discipline!
It's really DarkRegion, I feel, is kind of letting down the team here with this 5-man conscript build. Didn't get enough done with them in the early game. When you got 5 conscripts, it just needs to be like flank, 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 but couldn't make that happen in the early game, and now with all the weapon upgrades coming online, they're falling off quite sharply. And just to force away those squads, gonna finally clear up that bunker, open up the capture on the left hand side. Do actually have a 221 here from REDFORCE. Get some enhanced fuel income. 223 rather, but he has of course gone for elite armor. Oh, they're right about to throw that incendiary grenade there. Ships coming in from the side. Machine gun has to get out. All these guys doing 1 kill. A lot of veterancy. 2 kills, not so much veterancy. A lot of low health squads over REDFORCE. He has, you know, been rushing through his tech stages, which has kind of alleviated a little bit of the pressure here. He's gone for battle group into flak with the 223. That's a lot invested into tech, so allies are starting to push back now, because REDFORCE just doesn't have the field presence, investing so much into his tech.
Grenadiers back to full strength. Enemy fire! Take them out!
Easy dodge on that rifle grenade. Axis are getting pushed back very, very hard now. Almost suffering a triple cap, but the VP is still pretty good for them. Looks like REDFORCE rather has got a lot of sandbags up around his base as well. Help defend it. Okay, so we do have a commander selected here of our assault. Guard2707.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
I'm gonna see his commandos. Maybe he just feels like he needs to get the land mattress out.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Forced off the right hand flank as well. In fact, could lose his squad. Oh, that was a close call. So what is the master plan here for REDFORCE? Very close to the amount of fuel he would require for a Panzer IV or similar. That's the thing, you know, I obviously have quite a lot of experience playing with the 223, and it does surprise you how much fuel you get when it's active. In my case, it's usually like the second tank that comes in so much more quickly. It doesn't have much of an impact on the first, but really rockets your fuel around. Okay, Guard2707's managed to sneak some commandos very deep into enemy lines. But they can't even get a grenade off there, getting by the Schwer. Script's crawling onto the fuel, but with the second machine gun setting up, gonna have no hope. Looks like Guard2707 thinks there may be a tank coming very shortly, so he's putting a T-gun in preparation for that. We have the Piet engineers There's a light AT though before this. Big old blob of LMG greens. Can this be punished by the Zis barrage? Gearing up for it. Good first shot. Ooh, big second shot. It's the power of the Zis. And it is indeed DarkRegion rushing for a Katyusha. Looks like he maybe killed the mine. It's 2 models of infantry, not too impressive. Brumbier coming out for Let Me Take Your Hand. He actually hasn't got healing yet. So it means he's relying on his allies' healing. Which might be stretching them a little bit thin at the moment. Ooh. These guys with so many weapon slots occupied by sweepers and Piet's not going to stand much of a chance here. We have a recon plane coming in for Let Me Take Your Hand. Scouting out the location of the anti-tank guns, perhaps allowing his Brumbier to get aggressive. And it's going straight after the 6-pounder. Just doesn't fire a second shot off, must be getting some line of sight block action going on there. Please just get out of there. Brumbier staying aggressive. 6-pounder taking a pounding. And there we go, gets decrewed right at the base door. Do have a quad coming in for DarkRegion trying to shoot down those recon planes. I don't think it's like 100% necessary against the recon planes. Katyusha coming in, doing some big damage. One shield rocket connects for the Firefly, trying to come around the side now. Ooh. Bit too slow though, Firefly. Able to chase down for the kill. So, did he only get 2 models with that second Katyusha barrage? Man, his Katyusha barrages haven't been too good. I mean, look at how many team weapons is camped in the middle. It's like that #1 target. Well, everybody has selected a commander. We got Jaeger Armor, no real surprises there for Let Me Take Your Hand. And DarkRegion has selected Mechanized Support. So it's going to have a hard time against the elephant on this map, but maybe you can find an angle to make it useful. I haven't seen any guards from him though. Go back here, getting repaired up. REDFORCE has even put down his 3rd tech truck. So maybe we're going to see... Wait, I doubt we're going to see a Tiger. What is he doing with this quad? Well, he's losing it, that's what he's doing. That was just... I'm lost for words. That was awful. Okay, we have a Panzerwerfer on the field for Let Me Take Your Hand. He's doing a recon plane trying to find a target. It's a Werf. And it is going to be in the middle, it looks like. Ooh. 2 miles down. Not getting a shot off there, somewhat surprisingly. Katyusha Oh my god, these Katyusha browsers have been so bad by DarkRegion. Got 0 kills with that one. So the commandos just went down as well for Guard2707. Uh-oh. Oh, another white big old blob chasing down that squad on retreat. Doing a bit of body blocking as well. Guard2707 does have the land mattress now. Is he going to go for a close range barrage? It kind of looked like he was setting up for it there. Firefly gets hit him. Either way, Allies are really struggling right now. Huge supply deficit. Okay, here we go. Land mattress into the team weapon area. Couple kills. Very nearly clears out infantry support guns, but not quite. Either way, 3 kills with the first barrage, not too bad. I think he was hoping that it would scatter a little bit further and maybe hit this machine gun, but didn't quite scatter that much. What was that? Oh, nice tulip rockets. Panther now stunned. It takes so long to fire your next shot off after those tulip rockets, though. Perhaps the squad slightly forgotten about here. Could go down. Oh man, heartbreaking stuff. Narrowly, might have been worth just trying to shoot with the Firefly there. I believe it does have a machine gun, even if it doesn't do too much damage. All you needed was a tickle of damage. Would have got the job done. What we really need to see is a step up on DarkRegion with his Katyushas. Got like 5 shots so far. He's only got 7 kills. Guard2707 also must have a just about ready to go on his dive bomb. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay. That's dead. Had marked vehicle, I guess that was on the Rumbia, forcing that back, but in comes the Panther now, trying to capitalize on this disarray from Stuka dive bomb. An AT gun getting cleared out. Werfer coming in now as well. Oh, but that's just doing friendly fire. That was a horrible Panzerwerfer. Panther wants to come forward. Oh, and he gets stunned. Trying to kill the Zis. Panther low, but it's going to be able to get away.
The enemy cut our supply line.
Either way, that is bad news for the Allies getting pushed right back into their base here. Quad going for a bit of a tour. Might go down to this pack. No, not quite. Use those shot blockers there. Sight blockers. Either way though, fighting is right at their base doorstep. It's probably not doing too well in those scenarios. Land mattress into this area. Looks like a mortar team went down. I'm not sure if that was to this though. Probably not. that did very little. Katyusha targeting the ISGs. They have evacuated the area. So their allied artillery is not working out too well for them here. Oh, we've got another. No, we don't.
One of our AT guns has been neutralized.
Tried to steal away the pack. LMG Greens had other ideas. Had the back up to full again as well. So sitting up for a shot, but yeah, he's got to be careful. Those LMG Greens will knock him out so quickly. All of them Vet 3 now. Probably would have been safer to just try and destroy the decrude pack with the Zis. Well, another quad thrown away there. REDFORCE is floating a tremendous amount. I'm not sure what he's going for here. We could get anything. He's going for the steam tank. Oh, there you go. Let me take your hand also very close to the elephant. Though the ISU-152 is going to be the first of the two on the battlefield, so should have a decent chunk of time here to do some damage with it before the elephant hits. Could buy the allies a bit of breathing room, and they desperately need it right now. They are way behind. Base sector pretty well avoided there by DarkRegion though. Good awareness, good dodging.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
5-2 taking his first shot. Meanwhile, Axis have been capping on the flanks. VP pressure is on the allies. Ooh. The ISG's going in. Storm target coming forwards now. Maybe he's going to target this machine gun here. No. Just sitting there, looking threatening, you know. Do you switch over to the R piercing there?
Target vehicle marking available.
Storm Tiger back does have the repair station upgrade here, remember. Axis getting on top of the fuel here. Army sizes though are looking a bit more equal right now. As they've managed to recrew their anti-tank guns and whatnot. It's just the Axis is sitting pretty, you know, they've got a cash down as well. Got the fuel just thundering in here. In fact, REDFORCE might do well here to switch this over to even just like a standard point, that way you get some munitions in. Doesn't really need the fuel right now. So it might be a good idea to switch off. Looks like he has switched back to the high explosive there though. And the ISU-152. Storm Tiger narrowly avoided. Remember the Storm Tiger. Oh, worth for coming in. Not doing too much damage. Land mattress section. Oops, Duke dive bomb. Oh, whoa, super deep in enemy territory. Knocks out the Katyusha and the 6-pounder back there. I don't know where it was either. Thanks to that recon plane, giving them the deep enemy territory vision. Pushing forwards here, trying to protect the pack. Firefly is vetting up nicely though. Just about a vet 3, so that's going to be worrisome for the Panther. So gets that vet 3 damage bonus. Another Panther coming in for Red Force, so he's pretty much got his army right here. I didn't even notice he went for a second 223. Oh, flames! Get that squad on retreat there. How long has he had this here for? It looks like he's just got it now. That's very unusual. There's not that much to spend your munitions on in this commander. I feel like you don't really need two 223s. You can continuously use the emergency repairs, which is quite nice, but that's about it. That and the heat rounds. Those aren't too expensive, so do question that. I think another squad of infantry would have been quite helpful. Oh, what is this Werfer doing? Uh-oh. It's dead. Elephant right in the front here, doing some damage to the 152. Attack ground shot there. 2 Panthers and the Sturm Tiger over this side. Firefly has to be super careful. Don't think he's got any mines. Okay, he's bringing over a Comet now, a little bit of support. Also got a squad with, you know, the Piets and anti-tank grenades. Comet in the front. Oh, and he's getting some frontal penetrations as well. Really should have got a Faust on with this squad. Doing it now, a little bit late.
An HMG crew has been lost to enemy action.
152's in big trouble here. Big push. Oh, let me take your hand. Pressure on the AT guns. Looks like they're going to be able to get away there, but it was a close call. Imagine if he didn't lose his Katyushas to a dive bomb. Which, you know, may not happen if he didn't throw away both those quads from earlier. Okay, so we've got vehicle repairs activated by Guard2707. Here we go, Sturm Tiger picks up big scout there, 5-man squad. SG still harassing whatever tries to run to this VP. In these situations you really need to like send your squad, like instead of just clicking on the point, you need to send them right to the edge, so at the very least these won't start auto firing on your squad as it runs in there. It's just generally enough to help. May not, you know, if they're a good player they'll still then go and target a barrage or whatever, but at least you make it a little bit more difficult by a little bit of their actions, distract them from other tasks. This Comet's actually getting a lot of frontal penetrations, which is somewhat uncharacteristic against the Panthers. I don't think we've seen heat rounds used by Red Force yet either. Should be using that basically whenever you're engaging against armor. Especially when you've got a large munitions bank. And it's all revolving around this Firefly right here. Oh! Oh man, it got stunned by the sniper critical shot. And it goes down! Nicely done. Axis are not happy about that. Panther chasing in here. Trying to get the kill on that vetted up Firefly. Oh, Panther. What was it doing? Maybe... Oh, can't quite get the shot off. Gets around the side of the castle. Firefly gets one more hit in. Oh, but it goes down. So is the Panther, though.
My lord, a tank's been lost.
Here comes the second Panther. Still not using the heat rounds on this. There we go. That's more what I expect from the Comet. Bouncing frontally. Instantly able to field another Sturm Tiger here, though. And avoids that shell. Good retreat reaction times there. DarkRegion just slowly trying to build his army back up. Really stretched for resources.
Engineers ready for assignment. We have 200 points remaining.
Land mattress getting some hits here.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
More kills. We get one. 5 kills, there it is. Is there a squad in there? I think there was. Looks like it might have been a conscript squad. 6 kills. Same amount of models in a conscript squad. Ooh. Wipe on this flank though from the Comet. So quite a lot of casualties here in the last 5 minutes. See Sturm Tigers go down, Panthers, Fireflies. Isn't the Vet 3 Firefly was a big deal. Bunker busting barrage here from the Boombear. Comet just gets out of there, only narrowly gets clipped by the Sturm Tiger, takes barely any damage but does get stunned. Meanwhile these AT guns are not having any luck against the Elephant. I think he's been using this on high explosive. Just no good. Against the Elephant, never going to penetrate. It's on here. you basically could not do it any worse than that. Oh my god. You basically could not dodge that Stuka dive bomb any worse. I was like, okay, he's going forwards. He's going to dodge it forwards, and then he decides to retreat and then reverse at the last second. Oh my god. that was really funny. That was funny. Do we have any AT guns left for the Allies here? No, all their anti-tank guns have been destroyed now, it looks like. It's going to take a miracle. Guard2707 has a tremendous amount of manpower though. He could... Looks like he's going for another Comet, but could get an anti-tank gun to try bolster the ranks a little bit as well. Okay, finally rebuilt his engineers, getting the repairs going again. Ooh, it's a cheeky shot in there as well. For pushing forwards after seeing that. He's got the spotting scopes, but I don't think he can see too deep into the base. Just going for some cheeky shots. Thing is here though, you don't even have AT grenades. DarkRegion. He had 5 squads of conscripts and never got AT grenades. It's insane. Uh-oh. Jagdpanzer now. Comet is in a little bit of trouble. Still no heat rounds though for REDFORCE, and he gets this snare on the Panther. It's going to slow it down a little bit. Jagdpanzer's still chasing in. And now it's pulling back. Guard2707 going for here. So many resources in the bank. A decent Sturm Tiger shell there. Got a bit of infantry damage in. Allies are getting very, very low on the VPs though, about to tick under 100. They are just getting pummeled. See, they've got what? The Axis have got like a 60 supply advantage here. Huge army size edge overall. Guard really needs to pull the trigger on his next big fuel purchase. And they really need to do something drastic, like, you know, catch the elephant out of position or similar.
We have reduced our foes to 100 points.
100 points left, you heard it there. Oh, Quad actually gets the kill on the MG on the far flank, and I don't know what that was, maybe a misclick retreat, but all the Grenadiers getting forced away. Storm Tiger gets another 4 kills there, but the squad does survive. Sniper, gotta be careful. Oh, he's going for some cheeky shots with the Jagdpanzer, might be able to get the kill. Ooh! Or maybe the ISG will get the kill. Okay, we've got another AT gun now for DarkRegion. We have an AT gun now for Guard2707 as well. Oh man, that Comet took so much damage. In such a short amount of time. Axis getting aggressive here. Looks like they're going in. Starting to pull back, but as I mentioned, no AT grenades on these Comets. Can't really contribute too much in these fights. You have the R2 bombing run coming in. Oh, and the Panther goes down to the IL-2s. Storm Tiger did a little bit of damage to the 152. Nothing critical. So Panther down for REDFORCE. I mean, it doesn't really bother him much. He's just queues up another one immediately. Yeah, it's so much in the bank. DarkRegion really needs AT grenades on its conscripts, so it's just insane that he doesn't have them. Might have been able to pick up another tank kill there if they had them. Oh, that is a big land mattress. There's that one of the ISGs. I think it's Vet 2 or Vet 3 that gains the bonus damage though. Yeah, Vet 2. It's what he really needs, the Vet 2 damage bonus. Stole away that MG42, but gets overturned. I'm gonna treat that LMG Green Blob as fearsome. Oh, Elephant. Main gun credit. We've got the Comet coming in from the side, looking to do some damage. The Axis could plant a few mines down here, will go a long way and protect their flanks. Ooh. 5-2 now with no Elephant to keep it in check, just deleting everything. Continuing its reign of terror in the middle, we actually have a 17-pounder going down as well, whilst the Elephant's off the field. Can't take too much damage as it's going up. And this could actually be a big obstacle for the Axis. It's like he's trying to destroy these ISGs so they can't just barrage the 17-pounder. 17-pounder connecting with some big hits here. Storm Tiger could go down. We've got a Stuka dive bomb coming in, maybe on these AT guns. Storm Tiger goes down. AT guns go down. Rumbeer using the bunker busting barrage on the 17-pounder, but it's taking a pummeling itself. Brumbeer goes down, but so is 17 pounder. I think he got enough value out of it though. Sturmtiger and Brumbeer dead. Oops. Big assault here with all these LMG Grenadiers. Comet coming in from the side. Panther putting a stop to that. Oh, and he brought it in reverse. You just smoke. Oh, but the elephant from the side knocks it out. Comet goes down. And looks like now they've got eyes for the 152. All these AT guns just getting chain decrewed by the LMG Grenadiers. Guard2707 got another Firefly in the works. Oh man, that Panther overextending itself. AT grenades go off. Piet's going off. And the Panther goes down. 152 survives. Elephant and Jagdpans are charging in here. They're really going for the jugular. Don't forget these... Oh, I thought they had the Piets, right? Okay, well down goes the land mattress. Oh, the 152 connects with the vehicle wreck, but the Jagdpanzer misses its shot. Jagdpanzer misses another shot. And this is getting continuously repaired, even with the heat rounds there bouncing a shot. The Jagdpanzer are going to go down as well. There it goes. Firefly on the scene now. But the Axis just threw away Panther, Jagdpanzer, just so much of everything. Looks like they destroyed all of those AT guns that got decrewed over, so that's going to set the Allies back a very long way. Some work for Barrage, gets a couple kills. Oh man! Now the Elephant's in trouble. Firefly coming in from the side without the Jagdpanzer and the Panther to defend here. The Elephant gets main gun critted. It's dead. And what a turnaround here. Especially REDFORCE getting way too aggressive. And just everything is collapsed for the Axis. Continuously rebuilding the Sturmtigers as well. Questionable decision. They've been going okay, but... Oh man. I guess he just really wanted to kill the ISU, but... At what cost? British Elephant though, for Let Me Take Your Hand. Still has to be very careful. That's the thing, the Axis just have no supporting anti-tank for it. No AT guns. So it's very vulnerable. So any VPs for the Allies, they've definitely been holding on to the VPs a lot more successfully since they ticked under 100. Sturmtiger going for a shot there. Did he have one kill? I think he might have. Reloading on the move here. Right. Remember, this did get a little bit cheaper, this patch. Fresh 17 pounder going up. It's a repeat of the earlier success. Scripts all go down a little bit late on the retreat. Elephant missing its shots on the T-34 though, allowing it to escape. Okay, it doesn't miss that one. Oh, he's tempted. It looks like he wants to come around this side, dish it out to the T-34. Misses that shot. Pounder repositioning to shoot at the Elephant. And He gets a shot in there. Elephant having to pull back. 152 still in the middle. So the Elephant being on this side is getting zoned out by the 17 pounder, allowing the ISU to do some big damage. Oh, 17 pounder taking some shots from the Elephant. Soon targeting to the middle, doesn't get the wipe though. 17 pounder not getting the shots off in return though. Here we go, gets a return fire shot off finally. Conscript's charging forwards, trying to provide sight. We've got marked vehicle on it now as well, that should help. Is that targeting the 17 pounder? I imagine so. No, he's going after the AT gun. No, gets the 17 pounder and the AT gun. Great move for Barrage. Trying to steal the Zis right from under the nose of the 152. Seems unlikely to work. Oh, but it's actually switching rounds right here. There we go. XSR keeping their eyes on the VPs, that much is for certain. Six left. Oh, T-34 coming in, but then backing out. T-37 has suffered a lot of casualties. His infantry very thin on the ground. Doesn't have enough for another tank though. Hiding behind the buildings here, looking for some cheeky shots. I really need to send the T-34 off to this flank, you know, away from the Elephant. No Panthers to hunt it down at the moment. There it goes. Let's try and put some tellers here. Parks in front of that stolen Zis briefly though. Needed to commit to getting behind the hedgerow. Take a rocket. Doesn't look like it did too much there. Over into the middle. Well, Elephant caught with its rear exposed here, taking some shots from the 152. The marked vehicle on at the moment. Vulnerable position. Quad coming over here to contribute. Oh, and the Jagdpanzer goes down to some tulip rockets, it sounded like. The base artillery about to come in this region as well.
We have 300 points remaining.
Elephant still out of commission, way in the back here. And in the meantime, the Axis getting pummeled by the Allied tanks. Fresh Jagdpanzer. Will he activate the heat rounds? Oh my god, if he had the heat rounds activated, I think he would have got the kill right there. Extra bonus damage those heat rounds giving. Oh, nice grenade. Tries to put down the tick, but unable to. Oh, the emplacement rather, unable to do so. That was a Bofors. Let's have the 17 pounder up though. Similar position. Allies do continuously try to harass this VP. One of them's ready to fire again.
Ready to execute.
Take a look at. Okay, so DarkRegion. Look at that, KT. That's what you get when you play conscripts and you throw them away. Huge damage dealt on both sides. Guard2707 at the top though with the squad wipe. with the 17 pounders and the Fireflies doing some big damage. Did they get killed? No, they just get away with it. Is that onto this squad? So doing a bit of friendly fire there. Another Bofors trying to go up for Guard2707, covering the central VP. Will it be under the cover though of 17 pounder? Will the Elephant be able to shoot it from outside the range? The Elephant would be able to from over here for sure, but I think it's currently perhaps a little bit set in its ways in its current position. For some reason the machine gun here not firing. Oh my! The Firefly connects with the Tulips and 17 pounder finishes the job. Another Elephant dead. Hard to believe it. But it did. And now the 152 springs into action without the Elephant to oppose it. Dishing out the big damage, all these squads getting annihilated. Triple cap now for the Allies. Allies with a 30 or so army lead. What a turnaround, and it all started when REDFORCE threw away that Panther and Jagdpanzer trying to kill the RC-152 that was in base. And a couple, you know, tactical emplacements, the 17 pounders and the Bofors are going to take care of the Elephants. Really turning things around. REDFORCE as well, playing with this commander, never using the heat rounds basically. Seen him use them once this whole game. It's got plenty of munitions as well. Going for another Jagdpanzer. Okay. If we're trying to hit a moving target, hard to do. Now the land mattress raining down. We've got the IL-2 bombing run coming in as well. Whoa. Everything getting annihilated around that healing truck. How did that land mattress do there? It's a fresh one. 5 kills right off the bat. Holding strong on the right as well.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
So we've got a Panther now for Let Me Take Your Hand. Given up on the Elephant Dream. Fighting with the 2 Jagdpanzers. It's quite a lot of anti-tank. Just have to avoid this. 50 powder. Was he using that, like, I think he's trying to attack ground, hoping the shots scatter along and maybe he's going to hit one of these vehicles. Good idea. Firefly, perhaps getting baited over these mines right here. Could this be the opportunity? Jagdpanzer's thinking about springing into life. Trying to go for some attack rounds, but not working out too well behind the shot blocker. Oh, main gun destroyed. And down it goes.
The enemy destroyed a vehicle.
His Werfer's not doing too well for Let Me Take Your Hand. 3 or 4 barrages haven't been too effective. He's trying to shoot these conscripts as they run around, you know, and they're very hard to Shoot a moving squad of infantry with rocket artillery. Okay, he's finally got AT grenades, which is good news. And Mattress pummeling the Ford truck once again. T-34 trying to maintain control on the flanks. I really haven't seen Let Me Take Your Hand do anything good with this Panther so far. Oh, squad just got erased. Nice, you up to 61 kills now. It's had 9 lives, 61 kills. Okay, Panzer spring into action, going after the 152. The 17 pounder is there, returning fire. That was unsuccessful. Both was trying to hold the middle. Axis get them neutralized, but they are draining so fast. 70 VPs left for them now. And the Axis just having trouble with the 17 pounder being on the field. Allies kind of using their tanks under its watchful and protecting eye. Stupid dive bomb clears out the 2-man Zis. High priority target that.
The enemy's taken a proper thrashing. He's down to only 50 points.
The Jagdpanzer coming forward again. But again, the 17 pounder is there. One of them goes down. We really need to see a tank come out to this flank, open up the capture over there for the Axis. Really, the Axis, you know, neglected this right-hand side of the map. For most of the second half of the game. Sending the odd squad down there, really need to see a tank down there. Big frontal tank assault from the Allies of triple caps rolling, just trying to wind out the clock. Clearing out the Werfers. Force quits. The game is over. Well, that was a hell of a comeback from the Allies. Really, REDFORCE just throwing away those 2 tanks at such a critical moment, going for the kill, the greedy, thirsty kill right in the Allies' base. Very rare that those work out successfully, so risky. And that was a real turning point, combining with the 17 pounder usage from Guard2707, helping to counter the elephants, counter the Axis tanks. REDFORCE, really, his Jagdpanzer usage was awful this game as well. Just almost never used the heat rounds. Got really tunnel visioned. The Axis definitely could have branched out to the right, other than just sending one squad out here, one squad out here. If they send a tank over there, might have some more success, but yeah, they let this one slip away from them. Well played by the Allies, sticking it out. DarkRegion, though, really, his preservation was not too good and need to get AT grenades way earlier with his conscripts. That was a glaring hole for him, as well as not throw away all his quads in the early game. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye. Good luck.